Isla Wright just might be the perfect hunter. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming to you today with an Isla Wright guide video. So guys, Isla just dropped in the latest update and we finally summoned for her on yesterday's stream, but now is the time to talk breakdown, guides, and everything in between. So before we get into that, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. As always, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff. So first and foremost, I must say Isla Wright is deeply connected to her two students. So we're talking, of course, about Charlotte and Harper. So if you guys have built these two dark hunters, you might want to suggest going for Isla Wright. Now I do want to say that Isla Wright is a dark healer, meaning she's a support character. So guys, it's that time. I usually always suggest that you guys get your support characters to advancement 1, but we'll talk advancements in just a bit. Now, the first thing to note is that Isla's damage is going to be done with defense in mind. So the first dark defensive support, and really the first defensive support character in the game, I want to say, at least at the SSR variant. Not really sure if we have any SRs, but you kind of see how I have her built. I do want to say for her hunter exclusive weapon, you want to max this out as fast as possible. I currently have it at advancement 3, but you can see the effect here. It increases the user's defense by 2%. The entire team's defense increases by a certain amount for every dark hunter on the team. And then the last bullet point is the most important bullet point. So decreasing Isla Wright's ultimate skill cooldown by, for advancement 3 on her weapon, it's 13 seconds, but at advancement 5, guys, it's actually 20 seconds, and that is super broken. And I'm going to tell you about a strategy you can actually utilize with that. Now, for my personal set right now, AP's Burning Blessing is probably going to be the best set you want to run. I do want to note though, right now, AP's Burning Blessing has a cooldown of 25 seconds, right? So we just noted that at advancement 5 for her weapon, you end up getting a cooldown reduction of, I believe it's 20 seconds. So with that means you can literally have Isla Wright's ultimate skill ready every 25 seconds. That's the interval for Burning Blessing. So I suggest that you guys might want to run Burning Blessing. It's going to be pretty hard to get Burning Blessing sets with defensive substats in mind. So currently, right now, I have on 4-piece Palace Guard with 4-piece Sylphs. Now, I do want to talk about this because I do want to note that, honestly, I think Guardian set might be a good set because this one's giving you 10% individual damage. And when you get 3 stacks of Sylph Blessings, this is going to give you 15%. So we're looking at 25% damage increase with the Palace Guard and Sylph's Blessing set, which is actually better than Burning Blessing. But again, that's when you keep the uptime on Sylph's Blessing and stuff like that. So it might be easier for AP's Burning Blessing. Of course, AP's Burning Blessing is going to get you more power from Isla. So if you're more so worried about power, you probably want to go with that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about her skills, her upgrades, and everything in between, because this is the fun part. So the thing with Isla is that we actually have 2 different variants for her ultimate, and the variants for the ultimate are controlled by her basic skill. So from advancement 0, when she uses stage 3 of her basic attack, it's going to charge her power gauge by 100%, making her ultimate ready. Her ultimate is Arcana the World. Now, it can change between Arcana the World and Arcana Death. How does that change? Well, when she uses Death Nova, which is her basic skill 2, that is going to change to Arcana Death. And then when she uses Cosmic Emergence, which is her basic skill 1, that is going to activate Arcana the World. And as far as the differences between Arcana Death and the World, you can see it right now at advancement 0. It's going to instantly restore HP equal to 15% of Isla Wright's defense to the entire team. And then it's also going to grant a shield equal to 15% of Isla Wright's defense to the entire team. So that's the reason why I was running Palace Guard set. Now, through that, definitely if you don't plan on using the World Ultimate all the time, you might not want to run Palace Guard. So that's why Palace Guard might not be the best option for a lot of you guys. You probably just want to run Burning Blessing because there will be situations where you definitely want to activate Death. It's not like all the time you need to activate the World. So definitely with Arcana Death, this one increases damage increase stat of the entire team equal to 6% of Isla Wright's personal damage increase stat. And then if there's a Dark Element Hunter on the team, it increases their ultimate skill damage by 12%. This is going to be pretty broken, right? So Arcana Death will literally put death upon your enemies. So I cannot lie to you guys. that is a pretty interesting and crazy skill for death. Again, this is at advancement 0. So for sure, I do want to say right now she has on my Genu core with a bunch of damage increase and a bunch of additional defense. If I max this core out, she's going to get even more defense. That's why she currently has about 20k. And I want to say 20k is about the midway point, a good end for her right now. Again, I probably got to build around, I got to build some good sets. So I want to say for the up-to-date endgame players, you want to aim for probably that 25k to 30k on the defensive side of things. And then let's go back and keep talking about her advancements. At advancement 1, when the user uses Death and Nova, it charges the power gauge of the second character on the team by 60% and decreases the cooldown of their ultimate skill by 20%. And then it also enhances the tower effect. This will increase the dark damage of team members by 10%. So this is pretty big. And if we go to manage teams real quick, we got to talk about proper ways you should manage your teams through this through this advancement 1 skill. So if we go ahead and get into a team composition, let's say we throw ISLA in here. I suggest not putting Charlotte as the second hunter, and really in some cases you might not even run Charlotte. Let's say you run something like Limte, let's say you run something like Silvermaid. If you summon for Isla, it's not like you're necessarily hard locked to stick with 2 other dark hunters, so really you can do whatever you need, honestly. Now this might be a little unorthodox, right? Because if you're gonna use Gogan He and Chahe, you might as well bring the boy Mean. But I'm just saying, guys, you don't necessarily have to lock into the 2 dark other hunters, which are her students. But I'm just giving you guys ideas. It might not be as promising to have, let's say, Charlotte in that second slot. So if you are going to run a full team with the teacher and her students, go ahead and put Harper in that second slot, and through there you can actually reap the benefits way much more. Now let's go back. Of course, let's keep talking about her advancement 2. This is going to increase the team speed by 10%, and the entire team becomes immune to slow. And then this will also increase the team's defense by 5%. Now, currently the slow effect, I don't think this is really relevant too much. There's not a lot of debuffs with slow, but it's sounding like this is going to be pretty important in the future. So I want to say this is almost foreshadowing. So guys, you might want to go advancement 2, but definitely advancement 3 is going to be the sweet spot for the majority of you guys, because advancement 3 is the best passive for everybody. So after advancement 3, it just gets more so pertained to the dark team meta. So if you fully invested into your dark team, you can benefit from everything advancement 3 onward. And if you haven't fully invested, you can still benefit from the advancement 3. So her advancement 3, when the user uses horoscope, crossing stars, it activates strength, the magician, and wheel of fortune. Now, I know there's a bunch of effects we haven't talked about. That's actually because Isla has a bunch of effects she can actually bestow upon her freaking team and her hunters. So look at horoscope, which is her core attack. She's going to draw a card and expel a wave of mana power around herself to attack the enemy. Once she uses this skill, it grants either, yes, that's right, either strength, the magician, or wheel of fortune. So Isla is actually something sort of a gambler in the sense that it's going to be randomized which stat increase you get or stat buff you get. So we're talking about damage increase, we're talking about a shield effect, and then we're talking about a possible critical hit rate or critical hit damage effect. So pretty cool. If we talk about our basic skill 1, this one is called Cosmic Emergence, does a nice amount of defense. Now this one will also activate the star, which will instantly restore HP equal to 10.56 at level 7. So this is the one skill that will change as you guys upgrade it. So definitely I want to say you want to max this out, because of course you want to have the most amount of HP coming back when you guys are using her basic skill 1. Now her basic skill 2 isn't that effective, but of course you probably want to level this up as much as possible. Right now you can see my upgrades: level 7 for the basic skills and the ultimate, level 4 all around. And then for this will activate the tower on the basic skill 2, which will increase dark damage of dark team members by 5%. So all in all, Isla is a pretty good hunter. And then for her support skill, this is Crossing Stars. When the user uses this skill, it activates the star, and then it will activate one of the strength, or it will possibly activate the Strength, the Magician, or the Wheel of Fortune. So very randomized, and that's just pretty cool. I want to say the RNG factor from Isla is honestly a little bit interesting, and I kind of like it for a character. It gives kind of more of a risk aspect when you're playing the game, so I think it changes up things, changes up the change of pace. So I don't personally mind how Isla is built. Of course, you probably want to aim for that advancement 3. That way, when she does use horoscope or her support skill Crossing Stars, you can get all these effects instead of just one of them. But guys, that is how you want to build Isla right. That is her team compositions. That is the artifacts. What do you guys think of the Hunter herself? Go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.